So today I'm excited to share some exciting news for me, testing out some new technology, and we'll go a little bit into what's going on with the news and see just all the crazy stuff that's happening. I heard, I was reading an article that Yahoo got breached, but so crazy. So let's hack at it. Okay, so I've got a lot to cover this morning. Uh, First and foremost, woohoo! I passed the CompTIA Security Plus exam. Uh, Things I like to recommend as other people that are looking to write the exam. I don't know if you are, but if you are, Daryl Gibson's book, "Get Certified, Get Ahead," is a must resource. Read it cover to cover. Learn the technical aspects, not just the theory, but learn exactly how to troubleshoot end to end. I know for myself, the one of the areas I kept getting caught up on was, you know, and I'll give you an example on it, just something I remember, is that they were asking about, an IT security person found this in a security log. What type of, is there a problem or is there a breach or a vulnerability or not vulnerability? Is there a breach? Have we been compromised? So then they give you these kind of lists of logs, and there's different scripts in it. Some look like uh, cross-site scripting attacks. Some look like just basically login. Some look like maybe it might be PKI certificates. And so you have to be able to know which is which, and be able to identify it, and then answer the question. So it's not just what is the definition of a cross-site scripting attack, or put these in order, and it says cross-site scripting attack, banner, compromise, Smurf attack, all that, and then you have to just match them up. A lot of the questions are very technical that you have to be able to know by identifying it, by seeing it. So do the research, do the studying, make sure you know each of the areas inside and out, not just the theoretical knowledge, but how to troubleshoot, how it looked like in the real world. That was one of the areas that I was getting caught up in, and I was able to overcome that with that book. So some recommendations, if you're studying, just really know the material inside and out, know how to troubleshoot it. Next, what am I going to work on next? Where do I go from here? So in the Peerless community, and I'll post the comment below or the actual link to the feed, I asked a question, what would you guys recommend? Certified ethical hacker or offensive security certified professional? So CEH or OSCP. And I'm leaning towards more offensive security certified professional because I'm more technical. But I do understand the value of certified ethical hacker in maybe a managerial role, right? Because from what I'm understanding, it's not as technical as the OSCP. It's more theoretical and informative and educational, that you learn a lot of information about penetration testing and ethical hacking, and kind of learn the definitions of what they're about, and it explains a lot of information, but it's not the actual hands-on doing it, where the OSCP certification is, because you have to take penetration testing with Kali Links before you can actually write the certification. So it's a very in-depth course. Listening to a lot of people that have taken the certification, you hear how difficult it was and how much preparation they had to do. And some people have failed and they've gone back and done labs, right? Vuln Hub, as well as gone back and spent paid for more hours through offensive security to just be able to pass the certification, which is a 24-hour penetration test, very detailed. So on top of that, for me, I'm going to be studying Linux, make sure I know how to navigate and be proficient in Linux. Keep studying Python programming because I think it's essential to know a programming language, especially with everything that we work with technology based is has a platform of programming underneath it that speaks to the hardware. So we have to understand how that works. So having a programming language in your wheelhouse is essential. It's very important to have. So that's why I'm studying Python program while I'm doing this. So that's my focus. That's where I'm working towards. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, technology. So starting to play with some new technology. You notice I have some earpods in my ear. The reason why I'm doing that, and you kind of see I'm trying to play with my audio, give different audio. I like to record with my iPhone as I'm on the go, but I want to get better quality audio. And I tried with my lavalier microphone and having this set up, and it was wires, and you just gotta be careful. And then I tried just going off the iPhone. So what I'm trying to do is just get the best audio quality I can with the AirPods, so I can be mobile and walk around and talk about my journey, so I can just provide great value. So that's what I'm playing with right now, and I think this is a great solution for my mobile kind of recording, and as I'm kind of out and about. So that's it for my updates for today. Let's get over to the news and see what's going on.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk about one news breach, just because it's Friday, and I know if you're like me, you want to go and have some fun. So I'm just going to keep this short today. We're going to talk about one breach, which is Yahoo. Yahoo, all 3 billion accounts affected in 2013 breach. So this was from Dark Reading. And in the article is every single Yahoo account was affected in 2013 data breach, bringing the total from 1 billion to 3 billion. Yahoo confirmed that every single account that existed in 2013 was likely compromised in a massive data breach, bringing the total affected to 3 billion. This means that the affected pool is 3 times larger than the initial 1 billion accounts reported in 2016. Now, to give you an idea of what was compromised, the breach enabled attackers to access email addresses, passwords, telephone numbers, and birth dates. So a lot of PII there, right? Personal identifiable information. New information indicates stolen data did not include plain text passwords, bank account information, or payment card data. Yahoo is notifying additional user accounts affected by 2013 breach. This update comes after the new intelligence was collected during Yahoo's integration into Version, which is folding both Yahoo and AOL into a new subsidiary called Oath. So it's kind of scary. That article will be below in the description. It's just kind of scary that you're looking at, when you do forensics and investigation, at the immediate time they do the investigation, sometimes things are not seen, right? So it takes a while to do some forensics. And from what I'm reading, you have to really take your time, right? And there's a lot of facets to it. Well, as you see that, now they're going, oh, it's first the 1 billion, and now it's 3 billion, 3 times as more, right? So it's just something for us as users to really be careful of what information we're putting out there. Make sure that you're not sharing confidential information through social media. And if you're doing it through email, it's something I'm learning right now is, digital certificates and PKI, private key and public key. And something that we have to really kind of look into is making sure the data is encrypted and secure through the transit. And only people that should be seeing it are seeing it. So, and then if someone gets access to your email, there might be other things that you might want to do. Is you might want to, if you're sending personal information or confidential information, you might want to put in a secure file. There's a password on that file too. So someone compromised your email, they can't get access to that file because there's another layer of security and that password on that file. So just things to think about as we're going through our day-to-day of security and how to protect the information that we're sending around. Just because it's scary as we look, all the breaches that we're talking about, more and more we're just kind of like, oh, my information is not secure out online. Well, what can we do to secure it? And one is encryption. 2 is password protect our files. Different passwords, and I want to make this very clear, than what you're using for your email, and make sure you don't have the same password for your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your email, your bank account. All of them should be different, and they should be complex passwords. I'm telling people now they should be a minimum of 18 characters that are uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters. Should be all that combination, right? And I'm telling people that they shouldn't memorize them. It should be in files that you have to look up the passwords, and those files should be secure and they should be password protected. And I know this is layers of security, but again, depending on how much you want to protect yourself, you're going to take these steps to do that. Or what happens is, you know, if you put yourself out there, the potential for you, the risk of you getting compromised is high. And then if you do get compromised, now what do you do? So my objective for you is just educate you, give you recommendations, give you tips, and then hopefully, you know, you do the best to secure yourself and what you feel comfortable with. So that's it for today's video. Just want to finish off there. I want to wish you an amazing weekend. I hope you have some great fun. So I just want to finish off this video. Don't forget, software is hackable, being connected is vulnerable. I'll see you next video.